The definition of an effective velocity pitch tunnel is when two pitches or more come out of the same basic release point, although that's not really that crucial. What matters is that both pitches come out of the hand and share the same pitch flight, meaning that they are in the same horizontal and vertical plane for at least a third of the way to home plate. If you look in the upper right hand corner, right now we're at 0.133 seconds out of the pitcher's hand, which is roughly about a third of the way for a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Now, the hitter right now has no idea which one of these two pitches that he's getting, because there's no clues. They're both on top of each other, literally, from his perspective. So his toe touch, same time on both pitches. We're now at halfway to home plate, and the pitch starts to finally split apart, but only just barely. Now the heel plants, and he begins the swing. Only the fastball now moves to the arm side, to the inside part of the plate, and makes him late, even though the hitter initiates the swing at the same time for both pitches, because there was no early clues. So he's going to get his foot down, same time, heel plant, same time, hips initiate, same time, initiates the barrel, same time, and contact is actually going to happen at about the same time. And the reason for that is the hitter is trying to make one swing rhythm match multiple pitches. But in this case, because of the location adjusted speed, or EV, of both of those pitches, it's not possible. The first pitch is about 96 EV miles an hour, and he's late. How do we know he's late? Because he hits it not on the barrel, but off the barrel, near the handle side. He's got his hands drawn in close to his body, indicating that he's late, trying to adjust, and he is late. So when we look through all of these pitches, this one is a slider that he's going to swing and miss on, and he doesn't just swing and miss, he misses by a long way. His butt's sticking out. He's overextended this time because he's trying to reach to try to make up for the fact that he's super early, because both of those pitches share an EV tunnel. This one, he's extremely late. His hands are nearly touching his chest, because again, with this pitch, and we're going to take a look at this one with that same slider that we looked at before, this tunnel won't be exactly perfect, but it will give us a really good idea as to what he's doing. So when you look at the hitter, the tunnel is similar, but the time that he initiates things, the heel plant, the hips starting, the hands starting, the barrel starting, all of those are identical. Even the contact point, again, is identical, even though these are extremely different. The fastball is extremely up and in, about 100 EV miles an hour, and the slider is at about 81 EV miles an hour. So he's trying to make both of those pitches match his idea of that outside fastball EV speed. And it just simply doesn't work out. So how does this at bat end? He gets a fastball in finally, again a pretty good tunnel, shatters his bat, and because the infield's in, shifted, he gets a double. So his isolated power goes up, his on-base percentage goes up, his batting average goes up, his OPS goes up, every number goes up, except he was completely and utterly fooled by timing. And that is primarily the difference between effective velocity understanding of what's going on in a bat and just simply looking at it from a traditional or from an analytic standpoint. This is a great at bat, 9 pitches. Saw a lot of pitches, but not one of them was he at 100. In fact, the only pitch that he makes solid contact on in this at bat is an 86 mile an hour slider, a little bit faster, and this one is not in an EV tunnel. This one pops up over everything, and he hits it, you guessed it, 0.417 seconds, but this one he's pulled foul. So even though he sort of barrels this one, he's still extremely early. He's still reaching because he's early. He hits it foul, indicating that he's early. And all of these pitches, even though they're vastly different, they don't look different to the hitter except for this one. This was the only one that popped up over the other pitches. The other ones look like this and then ran in, or they moved to the outside part of the plate out of the same EV tunnel. This one popped up over that, so he was able to see it. But it also had a faster speed. At 86, this one was actually closer to about 87, 88 EV, depending exactly on where you spot it. The diagonal is about here. It's probably actually about 88 effective velocity miles per hour on this. So it's not the same as the others. So he's only 4 or 5 miles an hour early to this one, as opposed to what happens on the last one.